So, ladies and gentlemen, join hands together to welcome Ms. Preeti Srinivasan, founder of Soul Free. And may I invite Ms. Mridula Ramesh to engage her conversation with her. Thank you, Ms. Preeti, for making it here this afternoon to be with our delegates. May I have the AV, please?
Ms. Preeti Srinivasan, born in 1979, led the under-19 Tamil Nadu women's cricket team to national championships in 1997. A life-altering accident left her quadriplegic. She co-founded Soul Free, which advocates for spinal cord injury rehabilitation and awareness among Indian youth. A former state champion swimmer, Preeti excelled in various events. Graduating with honors from Upper Meridian Area High School, USA, she pursued a bachelor's in medical sociology from the University of Madras. Soul Free aims to transform the lives of persons with disabilities, earning her numerous awards, including Vijay TV's Ray of Hope and the Femina Pen Sakti Award. She has also been honored with the Kalpana Chawla Award by the Tamil Nadu CM.
May I request Mr. Mridula Ramesh to take this session? Video is there?
என்னுடைய பிஇ கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் நான் சென்னையில் ஒரு 2 கம்பெனி எம்என்சியில் ஒர்க் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். ஆல்மோஸ்ட் கன்னியாகுமரி டு காஷ்மீர் வரைக்கும் சர்வீஸ் ட்ராவல் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். 2016 தீபாவளிக்காக வீட்டுக்கு வந்துட்டு திரும்பி ரிட்டர்ன் எங்கிருந்து போகும்போது எனக்கு ஒரு பைக் ஆக்சிடென்ட் ஒன்று ஆயிடுச்சு. பைக் ஆக்சிடென்ட் ஆன பிறகு பெட்ரிட்டன்லாம் இருந்தேன். ஆஃப்டர் சோல் ஃப்ரீல நான் ஜாயின் பண்ணி ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் எடுத்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் எனக்கு வாக்கர்ல ஏஞ்சி நடக்க முடியுது.
2 paraplegic girls I knew. They were cooking, they were cleaning from their wheelchair, but they were told that they are a shame, a burden, and a curse. And poison was left next to them, and they drank it and passed away. Then I couldn't imagine all over India what must be happening. So I said, even if there is one person that I can help, then I'm going to do that, and that's how Soul Free started. Namaste, I'm Preeti Srinivasan. At the age of 18, I had been chosen in the top 2 percentile of the student population in the US. I became the under-19 Tamil Nadu captain in girls cricket. I had gone for a college excursion to Pondicherry. We were playing in about 2.5 feet of water, and I stumbled. I knew I was going to fall, so being a seasoned swimmer, I dove in face forward. Life as I knew it was over in that split second. Training 6-7 hours a day to being told that you're going to be a quadriplegic, you're never going to be able to move anything below your neck is not an easy thing for an 18-year-old to just absorb. If a person with spinal cord injury is given training in how to take care of themselves physically, psychologically, and from a socio-economic perspective, they can lead a normal lifespan. That's where Soul Free comes in. The government of Tamil Nadu has recognized the value of our work. They gave us a building. Today, we have successfully constructed a 20,000 square feet integrated spinal rehabilitation center. Inspire will provide holistic, integrated treatment options.
இந்த இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் சோல் ஃப்ரீல சேர்ந்ததால மட்டும்தான் எனக்கு இது சாத்தியமாச்சு. நெக்ஸ்ட் பேரா ஒலிம்பிக் கேம்ல நான் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணணும்ன்ற ஒரு தாட்டும் இப்போ லாஸ்ட் 6 months அதுக்கு ப்ராசஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
We need India to join hands with Soul Free and ensure that our ultimate vision, that nobody, no man, no woman, no quadriplegic, no paraplegic, that nobody is forced to commit suicide because of a physical condition they have no control over.
It's a deep privilege to be sitting here next to you. I think it's been a phenomenal day of learning for me, of inspiration for me. And I've heard themes echo from one session to the other. And it's always good to end on a high. The themes of inspiration, of courage, of finding joy, right? Finding balance, finding your space. And throughout this, there's been a sense of keeping your body healthy, keeping your mind, keeping your soul healthy, and then finding a purpose. With that, I'm going to turn it over to you, Preeti.
I have my own. Okay. Namaste, everyone. I want to thank the MMA for this incredible opportunity, because I don't think many women with disability find this stage ever. So it's a real privilege for me to be this face and voice of a largely invisible segment of society. So I'm really proud to be here. Most of the women managers here, I would like to ask, how many women with disability have you employed ever in your career? Nobody? One. Two in probably a couple of hundred. So it's not because we are not there. I wish, having seen me, many of you are more open to giving people like us a chance. So I guess that is my prime reason for being here. But apart from that, I want to say that we all need to be very cognizant of our body. And for that, Ekta ji was saying, sit back and relax and all that. I'm going to make you all stand for a bit. Please stand and take one step forward. I know you're hungry, but just one step forward. It's like one step for humankind kind of thing, right? Can anybody guess how many muscles had to work in unison for you to take that one step forward? Please sit. Thank you so much. Any guesses? How many muscles had to work in unison for us to take just one step forward? No, you're not allowed to. Any guesses, please? 30, 45. Okay, now you can see. 200 muscles need to work in unison. So can you imagine if we had to actually consciously decide, ooh, let me tighten the gluteus and here the other one. We wouldn't even make it to the bathroom in a day. So this great gift of this amazing machine that works and that cooperates with us no matter what. The moment it doesn't cooperate, life becomes very difficult. That I can tell you. Even if we sleep late and wake up early, even if we don't eat properly, even if some of us even harm ourselves by getting into addictions or anything like that, it continues to cooperate. So this great gift of a body, if we don't use it, we'll lose it. And I know that many women after a certain stage, we just can't have the time. We just have too many priorities except ours. Generations after generations, the conditioning is what? Put yourself last. The kids are important, the husband is important, blah, blah, the work is important. But where are you in that? Where is what is important to you? Your body, your mind. It's very important to keep the minds flexible and sharp. Not that we need to do like juggling acts or anything. We already do that anyway. But it needs to be flexible. We need to do something creative that we enjoy day in and day out. And we need to take time for ourselves. We need to make time for ourselves because it doesn't happen on its own. Because guess what? 300%, dementia is increasing 300% in India every year. Alzheimer's, so many conditions. Because we are so busy running after something that we forget to be here and now. Where are you here and now? Are you happy in this moment? Do you even know what will make you happy in this moment? Because guess what? No course in school or college or anywhere teaches you who are you? Who am I? Can I analyze what are my drivers? If I'm angry at somebody today, is it because I had a fight with my spouse, or is that person actually deserving of being angry? Do we even think about it? Why do we do the things we do? Why do we choose the courses we do? Why do we choose, do I want that promotion? Just because everybody else wants it? Do I want to be the project head? Because something in me wants to be that project head? Or just because everybody else wants it? I feel I have been exceptionally blessed to be given the role in the life that I have been given. Because many of the things that confuse you, many of the things that challenge you in your life, don't challenge me at all. My path in life has been made crystal clear for me. The mind I have has been, it's like a diamond, right? It's been cut and cut and cut until there are no questions in my mind at all. It's just silent and still, and the decision is right there. I don't have to question myself. I don't have to doubt myself. There is no doubt. Well, you can ask me, how do you get there? And I'll tell you a couple of near-death experiences help. But the thing is, challenges. How many of you play any kind of game? If not actual physical games, video games? Video games, anybody? Ingyo thalayaatranga. How many of you want to remain a beginner for the rest of your life? Beginner stage for the rest of your life? No. We want to be having the highest level of difficulty and be champs at that, right? That's how I grew up. In sports, I started swimming at the age of 3 and playing cricket at the age of 4. At the age of 8, I was already playing in the playing 11 of the senior squad. It's a record that still stands. No. But I am not able to understand why when it comes to life, we never want to leave the comfort zone. In life, we want to remain stagnant, beginners. Why? How many of us choose to go outside the comfort zone, choose to fight for something that is bigger than us? Very rarely. And we teach our children also that. Get this, get that, so that you'll go here, you'll go there. We condition them so strongly. So the women and the men, I want to say at least we can let the next generation of kids grow up and do what they love to do. If women want to play cricket, please let them. If the girls, let them run, let them be themselves, breathe for themselves. So I feel body, mind, spirit, something, ma'am spoke about goals, career goals. What are your goals in life? What is the ultimate purpose of your existence? If tomorrow I'm going to die, I can say today that I'll die. Absolutely. My heart is brimming with joy, with contentment, with bliss, here and now. This moment I'm going to go, I have nothing to lose. You know why? Actually, in my life, I got the chance to fulfill my highest purpose, and God gave me the gift to answer my highest dream. Do any of you have this highest dream that if I do this in my life, then I'm done, there's nothing more I want? Any of you have that kind of, not like be a doctor or be a VP or not even that corner. Janma Sabalyam. என்னது? For me, 6 வயசுலேருந்தே it was this. எங்க அம்மா, my mother would say, go and sit in the prayer room for at least a few minutes before you go to school. And the only recurring prayer I had was to become a blank slate. How a 6-year-old knows what it is to be a blank slate, I don't know. But I wanted to be a blank slate, and I would see in that puja thing, I would see all the debits and credits getting wiped away. That is what was my dream. So if I keep on writing on the slate, then how do I become a blank slate? You go to this school, you go to that college, you marry this guy, you have these kids, you go to this school, and repeat. What's the purpose of that existence? That was not my purpose. My purpose was to become a blank slate, and to do that, I had to be taken out of that. Today, this existence, nothing is written on the slate. I am not the doer of anything. This life is led for, I'm a slave, I'm a servant of the divine. And I have been given this purpose to be this face and voice of those invisibles who are being left to die. And somehow give them a life of dignity and purpose. That's all. There's not a single thing I want. Not a single ambition I have on this planet. My ambition is for Soul Free. Soul Free has completed 10 years last year. And one thing, Economic Times says, any startup, only about 11% of startups go beyond 5 years. And in startups, if you want them to be going beyond 10 years, only 8%. And to this, you have to add that startup is not profitable. It's a charitable organization. And then you add that the CEO or the founder of it is a quadriplegic. Now you do the math. Is there any percentage? I think it will be in the negative 800 or something like that. So this startup has thrived to the extent that we are supporting around 3,000 families of people living below the line of poverty and facing a lifetime of paralysis ahead of them because spinal cord injury has no cure. So this is what Soul Free is doing, and we want to ensure that every person with spinal cord injury gets to live a life of dignity and purpose. And that's also my greater purpose, to ensure that nobody dies and everybody has a chance at a life of dignity. And that is why I would, request all the women here to at least every year try to employ one woman with disability. Because guess what? Only 6% of girls with disability even get to go to school. The schools are not accessible. There are no accessible bathrooms. When you heard in the introduction that I was in the top 2 percentile of the American student population, I could have gone to Princeton or Yale or maybe even Harvard. And to join a correspondence course in India, I was told, you know what? Why do people like you come to study? There are no lifts, no ramps, don't join. Correspondence course. How enlightened we are. So now I can say that I kept fighting, and beyond the bachelor's degree, I also completed a master's, and I'm about to I became the first woman with a 90% disability to ever gain admission into the PhD program of any of the IITs in their history. So I feel sometimes I'm like a battering ram. No, I go and hit my head against closed doors, but now that door is open for others. And I want many, many women to come behind me. Thank you.
Questions? Wow. Just wow. I think we talk of purpose, and sometimes it's very serendipitous that the last session so truly summarizes everything that so many of you have said today. Justice Srimati, you talked of not letting things come in the way of your purpose. I think that is the message we got loud and clear. I think Nirmala mentioned being stubborn. He spoke of being a battering ram. I think there was a thing about, I'll sue if I have to, but I'll get my way into college. We see that. I think there was a comment about finding your balance, not letting society's expectations stand in the way. We see that. Joy. I mean, everything has just come perfectly in the last session, which is how it should be. So with that, we have a number of questions, but I think, okay, group captain said one.
Yes. Oops.
So I think now our minds are open. What is the one thing that you feel your life has to teach? If the women here, the men here had to take away one thing, what is it you would like them to take away? And the people listening also, of which I have my daughter as well.
See, when I think about all the things I cannot do, I cannot sit, I cannot stand. If you keep my favorite pizza in front of me, I can't take it and eat. I can't eat the food in front of me. So when my mother had to be in hospital, I had to starve for 4 days because there was nobody to do the most basic things for me. Eat is not the only thing you do, right? When you upload, there's download also. And this is the kind of helplessness and vulnerability and precarity that women face who are facing significant impairments. There's nowhere for us to go if our family does not support us. So when things are so difficult on a day-to-day basis, it's like, why do you even bother? But then every day, when you decide that life is not about all the things you cannot do, but what you choose to do with what you can do, the impact you have just because you live. I can say this broken body is serving 3,000 families. What is the impact you have made? Honestly speaking, if you let me, I'll sit and watch on Netflix or something like that. But it doesn't let me. Something is driving me to go and do and be more. Be everything I can be in this moment. Because, see, I always say the goddess Maya is the hardest working goddess on the planet. She actually cushions us and lets us live with our illusions. But in my life, she's not working. So, I literally know that this moment could be my last. So, I don't have the luxury of being procrastinating and just saying, have nothing wrong with that. But it doesn't let me. So something is driving me in every moment to make the most of this moment. And I think, see, that's what I keep challenging people. I have lost everything that you might not even think about in your worst nightmare. And yet sometimes I feel I'm the happiest person in every room. So, what do we have to lose? Why can't we just live and shine and spread the world with full of love and laughter and light, because that's what we are. Yeah. We can have a little less food today.
The other thing that you spoke of is the role of family. I think that's a theme that that has come through throughout. Can you speak a little about that?
Yes, absolutely. My parents, I'm an only child. The first 18 years of my life, not even the shadow of failure touched it. But after what happened to me, I went through a long phase of feeling sorry for myself. I was like, why me? All my life, I have worked so hard. I have, trained 6-7 hours a day to fine-tune this Olympic level fit body. And now I can't even move my little finger. How can that be? What kind of justice is that? And then my father told me, Ennada, odambu dane. Just this body. Everybody's body is going to go. If not today, 5 years from today, 50 years from today, whatever. So why don't you see this as a gift that you have been given in fast forward? Try to go within. You've been given this great opportunity because people have to retire to start meditating, right? So this great gift to go within and see if you can't find something that can't be taken away by time or circumstance. And I really believe now that my father is my first guru, and my mother continues, like she's 72 years old. And I think of it as a kind of an incarceration for her, because at 72 years old, she's still my primary caregiver and I can't give her a retirement. I can't imagine my life without her. And so she is my best friend, and they have been always for me. See, the 12 years of school, I went to 9 different schools in 3 different continents. And I can tell you, it sucks being the new girl in school all the time. But my parents were always my grounding factor, my anchors, whether I was in the US and fighting racism or in the bed fighting myself. Because they gave up everything so that I may live with dignity. My father quit his work, we shifted to Tiruvannamalai. We went back to our spiritual roots. And, the greatest gift they ever gave me, they never once said, look what you have done. You've not only destroyed your life, you have destroyed our lives along with it. They never once blamed me. Because had they done that, I don't think I would have come out of it. They just gave me love unconditionally. They would come to do physiotherapy and I would say, don't come near me. I was such an ass. I've hurt them so much. I would say, my body burns, don't come near me. I've given them a lot of help, but because of their patience and their love and their continued care, I am here in front of all of you.
Thank you. I hope you went away. One.
Sorry, I know time's up, but just 1 minute. Not any question, but one request to all of you I invite all of you to visit our Soul Free Inspire Center. It's in Tiruvannamalai. I promise, I know it might take a day for you. Please spare that one day to come and visit our center to see, and Bharati Bhaskar ma'am, I'm specially inviting you to come on 5th September we have this Mati Yosi 3-day annual event where we want people to truly change the way they think about disability. So I'm inviting her to come and speak there. I'm very shameless that way, aren't I? But I invite all of you to just come and spend that one day with us because it will change your perspective of life forever. And I promise you won't regret it. And so this one day I am asking for. And just one more thing, if there is anybody of you who don't believe in God or who's a staunch atheist and doesn't think there is any greater force, I would like you to come and see the center and then say how logically how this body is able to run that center.
Thank you so much, Ms. Preeti, and thanks, Ms. Mridula, for moderating this session. May I now invite President MMA to once again please join us on the dais. Our committee members, Mr. Sundaram and Mr. Ashok, please join us on the dais. So, if one has to sum up this last session, I think there will be only one word, that's spellbound. Correct? So, Preeti has actually invited us to come and look at what they are doing at Soul Free so that our lives get changed. I can assure you, Preeti, that you already changed most of our lives today by being here. Many times, so, may I now invite Group Captain Vijay Kumar to make a special announcement, please.
I keep coming for special announcements every time. After this session, what announcement I can make actually? Only, as I say, lunch? No, I'm not going to say so easily. Thank you so much, and Madam, invite you all to go to Tiruvannamalai. Many of you go to Girivalam. Please, Girivalam, you go. I'm not telling don't go. You must visit Soul Free because people like her what make the society change. And thank you so much for being here. You have been so disciplined. We stuck to our promise. I said we'll close at 1:30. We close. You have your lunch at 1:30. We'll do that. And convention of this magnitude cannot be organized without the support of the entire committee supported by the president. But particularly the president, the chairman of the convention committee plays a very, very pivotal role where she keep pushing you up, keep suggestions, keep collaborating with you to do that. And we are able to bring you a great convention. Big round of applause to our convention chairperson, Mridula Ramesh. And may I request President to please present a memento on behalf of the committee for a great job. Very well done, ma'am.
Ms. Preeti, giving away a memento to Ms. Thank you so much, Ms. Preeti. Yeah. Justice, ma'am. Yeah, please, Mr. Aparna. SCON leader. Saranya. Bharti, ma'am, please come on. Please come. Please come, please come. So that was the team which made our day today. A big round of applause to all of them. Thank you so much. Mr. Shivkumar, a committee member, I request him to join them, sir. So, yeah. So, just before we break for lunch, one important thing to do, may I request you all to rise for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा कावेरी उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जगति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you all. A last request, please give us the feedbacks even after you reach back home. Our lines will be open until tomorrow. We expect your feedback. Thank you. Enjoy your lunch. Have a great weekend coming up.